20 seconds in Thailand, Thailand Rob. And so, mask is the law over here. So, with the news being out now that several countries can come over here unvaccinated, as we'll see if that happens. Singapore happens to be one of them. And as you know, I like to go to Singapore. I have a good friend over there named Lionel. And Lionel got in touch with me just yesterday, right before the news broke out. And he had several questions that he said you guys might be interested in as well.
Hey Rob, hi! Thanks for having me. Can you hear me? Hello?
Where are you in? Are you in a spaceship?
Wait, is the connection okay? It's kind of bad here. Yeah, I think it's much better.
Oh my god, man, get the damn camera straight.
It's not lagging anymore. Let's change the audio.
Wait, something still feels not right. I feel like this is so...
He's one of those that likes to edit a lot.
Okay, depth of field, make the background a little bit more blurrer.
Blurrer is not a word, it's blurrier.
And... this feels more like me. What is up, you guys? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And Rob, happy birthday to you and thank you for inviting me back into your channel. Why did it take you so long?
Because it's 20 seconds in Thailand, not 20 seconds in Singapore.
And a big hello to all you 20 seconds in Thailand viewers, subscribers. I know most of you know me and most of you have seen me around in his channel before. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Lionel. I'm Rob's friend for like 5 years, coming to 6 years, I guess. I have a channel called Living Like Lionel. I do lifestyle vlog, product review, night adventure, and of course travel vlogs, which of course there's no traveling this couple of years. But that's what we are here to discuss about.
What?
Now for those of you who don't know, I love traveling to Thailand, Phuket in particular. I love going on an adventure, exploring around Thailand. There is so much to see in Thailand. If you think for a slight second that 1 week in Thailand is enough for you to see everything, you're wrong. Because every single time I go to Thailand, it's a whole different experience. Apart from meeting Rob, of course. Yeah. That is always the same. That would always be the same. Same old Rob in Thailand.
You don't know.
The reason this video happened today is because Rob and I, we talk on the phone a lot.
No, we don't.
Quite a bit.
No, we don't. Nope.
Maybe once in a few months. The conversation that we always have is how I can get to Thailand. When can I go to Thailand? Is it okay to go to Thailand now? Is it safe? And I thought like, you know what? Why not make a video out of this? And it's a perfect Q&A for you guys. You are probably asking the same exact question that I have. First question, when will Thailand treat COVID-19 as an endemic instead of a pandemic? Because we have already seen this practice in certain countries around the world. And if your answer is eventually yes, what is the timeline we are expecting? 6 months from now?
What?
A year from now?
I don't know.
You don't know.
How would I know?
Now, I understand that Thailand currently right now has a sandbox model. Koh Samui has one, Phuket has one. The question here is that will Thailand set up VTL agreements with certain countries? Moving forward, VTL stands for Vaccinated Travel Lanes. Singapore and Germany right now, we have VTL lanes. So we can travel through and flow, no quarantine, as long as you're fully vaccinated.
And as he sent me this video, it was right before the announcement of them actually opening up. So that answers your question, Lionel. That's already a done deal for you and several other countries. You'll have to look on the websites to figure out which countries. I don't have them all in front of me, sorry.
If I come to Phuket today, will anything be open? Tell me some of the things that I can do, and tell me some of the things that I'll be missing out.
Yeah, if you come to Phuket, you're still gonna find things that are open. The smaller shops aren't going to be open. I'm not sure, honestly, right now, if they've opened massage back up or not. I really don't know. I'm not there. But I know that restaurants are open. I mean, Aaron just came back from there and he had fun. He met up with some people and they all kind of just made as much fun as they could, whether it was traveling on a chartered boat or going to the local restaurants and enjoying a private little distancing get together, as you would say.
You guys know why I'm asking Rob all this question? Because he's Thailand Rob. He's the expert of Thailand. He knows all the ins and the outs.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
Right now in Singapore, we are going to practice home recovery. So in the case where you get COVID-19 and if you are fully vaccinated, you stay at home and you recover like a normal flu. Is Thailand going to practice this home recovery system? Because I've heard a horror story of a German tourist who went to Thailand for holiday and she was not COVID-19 positive, but however, the person she's sitting next to on the flight was tested positive for COVID. And I heard that she has to stay in a quarantine facility, she can't stay in her hotel, and it totally messed up her holiday. I feel like this is one of the key factor and fear that is preventing tourists from coming to Thailand. Wouldn't you agree, Rob?
I don't know anything about Thailand trying to go into the home recovery. I have not heard anything about that. The woman that you're speaking of, this was 2 months ago. This was when Phuket was first opening back up. I think after that issue, they have tried to address the problem and now it's probably so old news, it doesn't pertain anymore.
It's like you go to Phuket and you're hoping for paradise. Turquoise beach, coconut trees, the fine sands, but you end up quarantine facility. It's a holiday ruin.
As I said, Aaron just went there just a couple of weeks ago and he was free to roam about all of Phuket without any hassles or restrictions other than having to show back up at the hotel for signing in daily. I have no idea what's going on as of right now because it's October now and everything is different.
To the viewers out there, not many of you know this, but PCR test over here is expensive. Thailand only accepts PCR tests. A PCR test could cost you at least $100 US. Imagine if you have to do 3 times going there and coming back. That's like $600. The question is, will Thailand eventually move from PCR tests to ART tests? ART test is a lot cheaper. In fact, they are giving out free ART tests in Singapore.
From what I've heard, they are trying to transition that right now, but he's right, it's very expensive. A lot of people asked me way back in the day, why don't I just go get the test? It's like 100 or 150 bucks over here just to get one. So I know exactly what you're talking about, Lionel, absolutely.
Now adding on to this question, did you know that every province you visit in Thailand, you have to take a PCR test? So let's say I did my PCR test in Phuket, I go to Krabi, I need to take a PCR test before arriving in Krabi. And if I want to go from Krabi to Koh Samui, I need to take another PCR test before I can go to Koh Samui. Is Thailand going to stop this? At least if they were to change it to ART tests, it is much more affordable.
That's if you're flying.
Can you imagine if you're someone who is not Rob and you like to move around? Because I know Rob don't move around. He stays put.
I'm on a tight budget.
But if you're in Thailand, you want to go to Chiang Mai, you want to go to Pattaya.
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 Every single province you visit, you need a PCR test. That is just gonna rack up the bill.
However, Lionel, you must also realize that there are other ways to travel in Thailand rather than by airplane. There's convenient other ways to travel in Thailand other than air. Just saying.
Everyone have seen Rob's video of how Phuket is like. Quiet, nightlife is all down. My question is, when do you think Phuket will be able to recover from all this? How long do you think Phuket would take before it can get back to its glory days?
For me personally, I was hoping that we would be getting back to recovering at this point. So now I really don't know. It's unfortunate that I don't know, but no less than a year before we start to see signs of normality. If that's probably an optimistic, I hate to say it, 1 year.
Now, a couple of friends did ask me this question. If you go to Thailand now, and because they have been hungry for the last 2 years, the minute they see a tourist or a foreigner, they would want to charge you high price. They would want to rip you off. Do you think the Thai people would be this way?
No, that's not happening. As a matter of fact, everything's deeply discounted.
People feel like if you go to Thailand this point of time, you are not allowed to bargain because of the crisis and the pandemic. I honestly feel like if they're not overcharging me, I'm okay with that. Now, I do not expect to get a Thai price, but if they were to give me a decent price, I'm okay with that. Because why would you want to bargain in the first place? You know that they are not doing well. They have been suffering for the last 2 years. But if I have the capability to help them, I'm okay with that. It's like if Thai people buys an apple for 10 baht, and if I want to buy this apple, I'm charged 15 baht. I would usually give 20 baht and I'll say keep the change.
And I agree with you at the same point that it would be in bad conscience, in my personal opinion to haggle with Thai people over prices now. As a matter of fact, people should be way more generous in my opinion. I'm telling you right now that today when I came out and I got my beer, it was 58 baht and I gave him 60, and I don't expect my 2 baht back because I'm at a mom and pop store, and come on, that's just my ethic, and I think you're on the same page. I think you're on the same page.
Alright, Thailand Guru, that's all the question I have for you today. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for answering all my questions, and I hope these questions are also helpful for your viewers.
Squirrel!
Remember, Rob, I need an outro. Isn't it time that I should be part of your outro?
No.
I mean, change your outro.
Why?
Change it, just update it, do a newer montage. You've been stuck with this outro for ages.
In the current outro, there's sexy women. Lionel, you are not a sexy woman.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Come subscribe to my channel if you're bored and you have nothing better to do. And Rob, have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Don't drink too much Leo.
What? Wait, what?
One more thing. It's time for you to get out of that yellow room and go back to Phuket. Can you take this asshole back to Phuket? Please?